It's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, here's Richardson. Steps away. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Second down and 7. Again, it's Taylor.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go. Move it, nice team.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 47 yards.
And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin. 75 yards.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Ready? Back to 50, back to 50. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Richardson off the play fake.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Right back to him on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Off play action, Richardson.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Patriots.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll look to throw here.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 11. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
53, check 53. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Check back.
Dragon 60.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Richardson shotgun on third down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 29 yards. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, here's Richardson.
Dancing to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First and 10, it's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th-quarter deficit. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 5. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, we got to seal, we got to seal, we got to seal. It's a point team, right in. Mike nine. Hey, we got
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 24, check 24. Check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rebel, 18.
Richardson. Escaping the pressure right.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Flushed out right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
One last shot for Richardson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, You make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Pats, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go. You seen it making up a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen it making up a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice.